Today we do a tabletop review of the Lithgow Arms LA101 and the Nikko Stirling Diamond 4-16 by 44 scope. Stay tuned. Hey shooters, it's Rick from Canadian Rimfire Precision Series with a tabletop review and a quick range side review of the Lithgow Arms LA101 and the Nikko Stirling 4-16 first focal plane scope. So to be honest with you, this rifle caught me by surprise. I mean, I had not heard about this rifle until a few months ago when someone added an option to our poll of what rifles would you like to try out, and the LA101 came up, and I'd never heard of it. After doing some YouTube research and some Googling, I discovered that it had great reputation, great reviews as a very precise rimfire rifle. I looked around and discovered that Trigger Wholesale was the importer, so I reached out to Mark and his team there, and they were more than happy to bend over backwards to get one into our hands so that we could expose it to our audience at CRPS. They even overnighted to us to make sure we had it in time for our first match. And this is what they sent us. They sent us the wood stock version. It comes in 4 different stocks. This is a beautifully finished, beautifully textured wood stock. I'm not sure what the wood is, but it's beautifully finished. Also comes in a laminate version and 2 models of synthetic. There's one with a fixed length and one that's got an adjustable length of pulled by spacers. The barrel, I think, is a 21 inch, and it appears to be threaded. I haven't reefed on that end cap just to see if it is actually threaded, but I believe it is. And it comes in 2 Cerakoted finish. One is a silver and one is a black, and it's a beautiful finish. And from what we found during that day, this is a very accurate rifle. It compares favorably with all of the match rifles we had that day, including my own competition CZ457. In fact, what I like about this rifle is that it takes CZ 452, 455, 457 magazines. So if you're already a CZ owner, the mags will fit and work without hiccup. In fact, that's what we used that whole day. It comes shipped with a 5-rounder, which is great as a top-up magazine for those 12-round stages. But 10 rounds is kind of what we should be equipping our rifles with for our matches. It's got a very smooth action. It's got a 60-degree bolt throw, which is nice. So it's a fast cycler, right? And you've got enough clearance that you're not going to hit the optic as you're cycling the action. Okay. The trigger pull is a little bit on the. Just going to make sure it's not loaded. It's a bit heavy from what I used to. It's a 1.5 kilo or a 3-pound trigger. But again, with practice, with training, you'll overcome that and be able to squeeze that off precisely. Again, we had no issues or complaints about its performance when we put it to the test, when we were sighting it in. So the guys were surprised that it was grouping equal or better than their own match rifles, and it certainly it kept up, and in some cases had smaller groups than the CZ457 that I've been using in competition for all the last year. Trigger Wholesale also sent us a scope that I'm not familiar with, which is the Diamond first focal plane 4-16 for 44. This is a sub $400 Canadian optic, and I like it. Again, if you're looking for a decent, and I'm going to say budget optic, that certainly did the trick. And again, we didn't do a long-term test. We didn't do any tracking test, but certainly during that day when we had it on the table, we were cranking it up, cranking it down, and we were still getting first-round hits on targets at 50, 185, and 285 meters or yards. So it was working well enough that day. The optic is pretty clear. It's got a simple reticle. It's got hash marks at 1/2 mil and full round dots at mil. I think it's got 4 mil on the reticle, or 6 mil. Again, I'll put a copy of the reticle image here. And the turrets are beautiful. They're actually locking turrets, which is a feature you don't normally see in the budget side. And the clicks are fairly nice. They're a little on the mushy side, but again, they're more than serviceable. As long as you go gently, you're going to be able to make it work. You've got locking turrets on the windage as well, again with the same clicks. And then you've got the parallax adjustable all the way down to 20 yards, I think, or actually 15 yards is the lowest marking. And here you've got the illuminated reticle as well. So that's a nice feature for, again, it's feature rich for an under $400 scope. It's definitely one that we'll be putting through the tracking test later on this year when the ranges open up. So, again, that's the LA101, and I said we did put it through a full days of use at our match on the demo table, and it did not disappoint. We were dialing it up and down and getting, again, first round hits from 50 to 185 to 285 and back down again. So, again, if you're looking for a very nice precision rifle, this is just under $1,400 Canadian. Again, you can see it for less depending on who's got a sale on. I've seen them as low as $900. I think that might have been a demo model, and I've seen some at $1,295. But definitely, if you're looking for a precision rifle, take a look at the Lithgow Arms LA101. Anyway, that's it for now. Stay safe, stay tuned, and look forward to seeing you on the firing line. Take it easy.